Good morning. Welcome to Thursday. Normally, this would be a funny fish hat day on Friday, but since we're not on Friday, I took the opportunity to wear a silly ball cap, my leopard line leggings, so it was still kind of a fun day. We're going to have a good time today. We're going to remember this is the format that takes us down at the end to some stretching. The one thing I want to just say to all of you, no matter if you're in a wheelchair, if you're in a chair, if you're on a walker, if you're on a cane, and if you're just plain okie dokie, anybody can use this class. I made this class user-friendly so that no matter what, you can get that blood pumping through the body. And we all know with a little exercise, we feel better, our body feels better. And if you keep staying with me, you're gonna find you're gonna do a little bit more each time. So I wanna start with a nice little stretch, and then at the end, I have a little poem for you. So let's start with that stretch. Are you ready? I'm gonna start from the bottom up this time. Usually we go from the top down. We're going from the bottom up today. So take that right heel out and stretch. Put your hands on the front of your thighs and kind of lean into it. Pulling that toe up to the nose. Pushing that right shoulder forward. And come on up, let's take the other leg out. Stretching out the calf, the Achilles, and the hamstring. Bring that left shoulder in. Toe up to the nose. And remember, this is a class where you can do what works for you. If you want to do half of it, do half of it. If you want to do all of it, do all of it. You want to just do the stretch, that's fine. You want to just do the ending, that's fine. Totally up to you. This is your class. We honor your body. So stretch that arm across. Stretching out the back of the shoulder and the back of the shoulder. Now, right here, we're going to move those hips to the left and to the right. Bend those knees to the left and to the right. And left, stick that hiney out the back and right. Left and right. Okay, we're going to tuck that pelvis under and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and push it back. Now we're going to bend those knees and come down, push that pelvis forward, stretching out the front of those legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stand it up. Rib cage to the right and to the left, and to the right and to the left, and to the right and to the left. Now hold it on the right. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And smile. And stretch it down and smile. Don't let that shoulder come up. Make sure you push it down. And come up. Okay, ready? Take those hands, cross them. Rotate to the right. Look behind that shoulder if you can. Rotate to the left. Look behind that shoulder. Now we're going to do it again, and this time we're going to hold it. So hold it. We're full. 3, 2, 1. Back the other way. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go to the shoulders. Let's take that arm over. And bring it down all the way. And the other one, up. We did a little shoulder in between when we should not have done a shoulder. We were working the bottom part of our body. And bring it down. This time we're going to take that sunshine, okay? That sun salutation. Bend down, breathe in, and blow it out as you explode up. And again, other way. Breathe in, explode. Breathe in, explode down. Breathe in, explode up. And bring those hands down. And roll those shoulders. Now, Let's step right and left while we do this. Here we go. Right and left, and right and left, and right and left, and right and left. We're going to pick that arm up, make it a giant roll back. Are you ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. You're noticing that we're lifting the same leg that we're using for the arm. Okay, now roll it forward. 1 and 2. Like you're swimming. 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. And come on up to center. Good job. Make the I don't know move. It comes I don't know down. I don't know and down. I don't know and down. I don't know and down. Good job. Now take that ear over. Roll it down and up to the other side. Roll it down and up to the other side. And bring it to center. Say no. No, 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 no. I hope you're all being safe out there. This is a nice way to stay safe, get a little workout to go along with it. And like I said, maybe you're in a walker, maybe you're in a wheelchair, maybe you have a cane, maybe you're just sitting in a chair. Maybe you want to do half the class standing and half the class sitting. Up to you totally. Take those arms out in front, lift up, stretch, push away, push that ceiling away. Good. Okay, come on down. Ready? 4, 3, let's march her out. It's a good way to get started. Marching is always a good way to warm up that body. And it's also a good aerobic activity. So you can march around your house. You can march out the door and back in the door and around the house and get that exercise that way. And it will get that heart going. It will get the blood pumping through the body. It takes care of a lot of things. And if you want to move the arms, you can. And if you don't want to move the arms, they can stay right here. Maybe some of you can't pick the arms up. Then just let them hang here. That's perfect. While the rest of us march, march, march. I'm going to march back a little bit so I can march forward and march it back and march it to the right and back. March it left and back. March it forward and back. Now march it out. Yeah. Now you may hear some strange sounds. It won't be the fire alarm like it was the last time, but you might hear some workmen. They're working out on the deck. So if you hear that, just do what you did when you heard the fire alarms. Just ignore it and watch me and keep going. And if you don't want to watch me, keep going anyway. Make yourself do something fun. Okay, we're going to reach across that body, okay? So we're going to lift that right foot on the floor, and right arm is going across the body. Here we go. Push, 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 push. And this is going to take us into the punch across. Ready? Here we go. Push, 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 push. It's either a punch or a reach. If you have arthritis in the fingers, you might want to open those fingers wide and bring them back into a slight fist. It will get those fingers moving. We like that. 8, 7, 6. Now, if you have weights, that's fine. You can be using them. I don't like to use them in the stretch or in the beginning. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March those feet, push those arms back. And we're going to use the chair later on And if you need the chair, fine. If you don't need the chair, that's fine too. We're going to work on some balancing things, so that will be up to you. Or if you want to stand up and use your cane or your walker, you'll be able to use the balancing things too. If you can balance without using the cane or the walker or the chair, perfect, go ahead. Okay, that's what's important. We want to make that body get better. Every time you do it, we want to do a little bit more. Maybe this time when you do the balancing, you'll be able to take your hands off the chair for a second or two. Put them back on. Just totally up to you. Your class. And go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to cross those arms. Here we go. Remember, right over left, left over right. And you don't have to march if you don't want to. Maybe your legs are tired already. If that's the case, just keep them still and move the arms. The arms are still going to keep that heart rate up. That's one of the things about working the body. If you work like arms and legs, those are the things that help keep that heart rate up. And that's what we want to do. We're not trying to make it go crazy. We just want to get it raised a little bit. So you might be breathing a little heavier now. And if you are, that's okay. If we were on a perceived exertion chart, we would probably be working a light to medium level. Good, 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 good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. March it out. March over. Get a drink of water. Today I have a blue cap on my water drink, my water, so I can tell. I make sure I don't drink out of my weight bottles. Staying hydrated, really important. Pick up those bottles. Here we go. March it out. Now, we did this earlier in the stretch. This time we're adding the weight to it. So we're going to side, side, reach, 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 reach. So our waistline is going right and left. Shoulders are down. That bottle is pulling our shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to pick it up. 1, 2, 3. Again, if you want to march or keep something moving down below, that's fine. If you can do that, go for it. If not, don't worry about it. If you don't want to use weights, fine. Make a little fist or use a hand and push down with an open hand. That's fine. I think I'm going to just stay in one position and lift. Oh, there it is. I told you it was coming. They're working right outside this wall. Lift, lift, lift. Now we're going to lean forward a little bit. Okay? We're going to put those weights at the side. We're going to lift out and in, and 2, and in, and 3, and in, and 4, and in. Keep going. I'm going to stop counting. I'll count when we get down towards the end. Good. Good. Slight lean forward. Maybe you're feeling that up in that upper part of the shoulder. If you are, you can take it to 1 at a time, or you can bend the elbow up and just take it out like this, and that's fine. Super. Or right and left, or both together. And then you can also do right, left, both together. Up to you. Whatever feels good, okay? Up, up. And just like I said, if you need to stretch out those shoulders, just come forward, stretch them out, and join us again for that side lift, side, side, side. Now we're going to do that seesaw move again with a slight bend forward. Back, back, yeah. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring them up and in. Stand up, and in. Up and in. Up and in. Up and in. Up and in. We're going to take it to forward swings. This way, if you so desire, or this way. This way is a little bit harder. This way is a little bit easier. Do not go up past the shoulders, okay? Not with the weight. Don't go up past the shoulder because we don't want this going on. And that's what you're liable to do because that's going to put stress on that shoulder joint. This is perfect. Yeah. But you can take it back behind. That's not a problem. Just not up too high forward. Shoulder level is just about perfect. Maybe up to the ears. That might be okay, but no higher. And I'm sure that right now, my shoulder joints are getting a little fatigued. So I think it's time for me to stop and march it out. So we're going into the Y swings, okay? Y swings are where you come out and in. And if this is too much on your shoulders, take one at a time. Take them out on a diagonal and bring them in. That's fine. Lots of tips. Last thing we want is to hurt anybody. We don't want that to happen. This is a safe class. Good. Okay, ready for those Y swings? Here we go. We're coming out, in, out. Now you can do this if you want to add a little lower body. Out, out, or here. It's fine. You're on a diagonal. Good job. March it out. And pick up that march. March it a little faster or jog it a little bit faster. Fast feet is what I like to call it. Now this is a good time again to grab a drink of water if you need it. If you're like really getting thirsty, grab that drink of water. Don't let that body get dehydrated. Maybe if you're like me, got a little glow going on. Jog it out, jog. Don't have to go high. This is just a good way to let those shoulder muscles relax. Good job. We're going to go to a knee lift, right and left. Okay, you can use the weights if you want to and touch, or you can touch with your hand, up to you. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Feel the stretch in that gluteal muscle, that big glute muscle in the back, called your gluteus maximus. Touch, 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 touch. Now we're going to take it across that body, and we're going to pull that knee up. So right knee, left arm. Are you ready? Hold that left arm out. And 1, out, 2, out. Now you can bring this in if you want. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 8 more. Other leg. If you can't cross that body, or if it doesn't feel right, go ahead and keep it front. That's okay. You can do this. That's perfect. If you are in a position where you can't cross that knee, or just cross that knee. Cross, cross. It's okay. Good job. March it out. Go into that suitcase lift we talked about it. Feet are wider than shoulder width. We're going to put that left hand behind our back. We're going to reach with that right hand, pick up that suitcase. Reach and up. And two and up. Now, if you don't want to work that back, if your back is feeling a little tender, just keep it down and lift. Lift. Sometimes when you go up and down, it can compromise the back. So maybe this is the best move for you. Pick up that suitcase. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Now it's different than this was. Now we're working more the front of that shoulder and the rear deltoid still, but mostly middle and front of the shoulder. Down, up, down, lift, lift. Look at the floor. Lift, 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 lift. Keep going. Lift, bend those knees. And lift, lift, lift. Don't collapse those shoulders. Keep it back. You don't want to be here. Here, up. Ready? Let's switch over. 1, 2, 3. How you doing? Are you smiling? I've got a poem for you at the end. I love this poem, and anybody who knows me always knows I usually finish all my classes with a word about smiling. So that's what I've got for you today. It's a poem about smiling. I read it every morning when I get up because I believe in smiling. Yeah. One of my favorite songs is Smile. Up, up. Good job. Good. Okay, bring those arms together. Now again, you don't want to use a weight, you don't have to. We're going to take those weights, we're going to push back this way. We did this earlier in the stretch. This time we're going to push back with the weight. And you can touch to the side as you do it. Lift, 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 and lift. Now, bring those feet together. Bend them, little lean forward, bring those hands up to the hips. We're going to go a tricep kickback. We want to keep the weights this way. Here we go. Ready? You can go right and left or both together. Maybe you want to start with both together, then take a break and join us again. Maybe you want to do one at a time, which is fine. But keep those shoulders down and back. Don't let those weights come in front of those hips. Here, here. You should be able to feel it right here in that tricep muscle. Push, push. If you need to stop, take a break, go right ahead. That's part of this deal. This is the kind of a class you can do that with because the heart rate stays pretty even all the way through. Okay, I'm starting to feel it. My triceps and my shoulders are starting to burn. So I'm going to change the move. I'm going to go to the front. Coming up, I'm going to do a bicep curl, come up on my toes. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to put those arms down in front of my quads, this muscle right here, and I'm going to come up. Now this is where you might need to sit in a chair. And if you do, that's okay. If you're already sitting in a chair, you got it made. Bring those weights up to the shoulder. Pick those heels up. Heel lift. Heel lift. Heel lift. Heel lift. Heel. This again is a good balancing thing to do. We'll be doing this with the chair a little bit later. I'll show you how you can do some balancing in the supermarket or Walmart line. Or at your counter cooking dinner. Ooh, if you cook dinner. I don't do that very often anymore because I am a single. Keep going, up. Let's see, you got 10 more in you? Let's try it. 1, if not, just do a bicep curl. 3, if your calves are starting to hurt, or do a bicep curl down, up on the balls of your feet. Bicep, balls of the feet. See how many ways you can rearrange this to make it work for you. The one thing about it, if we want to fatigue the muscle, but we don't want to strain, and I talked to you earlier, okay, I want you to march for me because I'm going to give some information. If you are doing this class with us, or you're doing a workout through a video of some kind, my suggestion, if it uses weights, to do weights every other day, because you need to let those muscles rest. So you want to let those muscles rest, rebuild, so we can tear them down again and get them stronger. And that's what we do. We break them down, we make them stronger. So that's what we want to do. Okay, we're going to put those feet apart. Bring those weights into the center. We're going to take them, bend those knees, we're going to take them out to the side. And squeeze those shoulder blades, like you're holding a pencil between the shoulder blades. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. Good job. Squeeze. And squeeze. Squeeze. We're going to work about 5 more minutes so you get your 20 to 30 minutes in aerobic work. And then we're going to go a little bit down into the chair work. Good. Okay, take those weights down to where the hips connect to the legs. We're going to bring that bottle. We've got it in a horizontal position. We're going to sit and we're going to bring it up. Pushing those legs out so my knees are out over the toes. So they're not in like this. Okay? So you want to push them out. Now we're going to change it. We're going to take those elbows out. I like to call this a scarecrow move. Scarecrow. Scarecrow. Yeah. Working rotation. Good. Joint flexibility, joint mobility. Good. Now we're going to take those weights up. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to take the weights out to the side. In this position, we're going to take them out and in, and out and in, out and in. Keep those knees soft. They can still stay apart, but keep them soft. Good. Good. Pulling up on those abdominal muscles. In, out, and in, out, and in. Okay, bring those weights into the center. We're going to do a little twist. Twist, center, twist, center, twist, center. Try to keep that body forward. Just twist from the upper body, from the waistline. Good. Turn, turn, turn. This way it gets your body a chance to relax those arms. So we're working the arms, letting the arms relax, working the legs, letting them relax. Ready? We're going to go into a march in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. March it out. Now, we're going to pretend we're a majorette. We're going to do fancy. We have 2 batons in our arms. So we're going to cross over and out, over, out. Now again, if this is too much for you, you can even put a toe out. That's great. Makes it a little dancier. In fact, I kind of like this. Try it. I think you'll like it. Margie likes it because it's working on my back as well. Letting my back relax. Good. Good. Now I told you we change them from time to time. Let's bring that right arm up. Then take that left arm over. Over and back. And 2 and back. And 3 and back. And 4 and back. And 5 and 6. We're going to do 8 on the other side. Ready? 8. 7. I start with the left arm that time because I always start with the right. It's good to change it up a little bit. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Good job. And march it out. This is a time to march over. Get that water. Take that break. Or just move your body. You can walk over. Walking would be good. Good job. Grab those weights again, because we're going to go right into using them. Remember the bicep curl twist? We're going to take that bicep, take it up, turn those bottles, and come back down, or turn the hands, whichever you're doing. Do one at a time, do both together. It's up to you. Again, I'm going to take my feet apart. I'm going to plant my feet on the floor, because I'm going to be talking. And when I talk and do this, it gets a little tricky. So I'm going to try it this way. So I'm going to bring those arms up in that normal hammer bicep curl. I'm going to twist those bottoms as they go up. I'm going to bring them down in that twisted position, flip them back around and down. So the count is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. This is good because it also gives you a chance to catch your breath. So breathe in and out. Good. Up, here, here, up, here, and down. 1, 2. Now take it straight into a bicep curl. Hammer. 2. Keep those elbows close in. 3, and 4, and 5. Good. Ready? Now take it back up to the twist. Up, twist, in and down. Up, twist. See how we took a break in between? Up, in, and down. At any time, if you need to go just march around the house, maybe you have to take a pit stop. If you do, that's okay. Maybe you drank all your water, need to get some more. That's okay. Just make sure you're walking and not standing still. We need to keep something moving. Up, twist, good. Okay, bring those feet together. We're going to do a heel push with a push out arm. Ready? Here we go. Push, in, push, in, push, in, push, and in. 1, in, 2, and in, and 1, and in, and 2, and in. This is fine. Or you can take it up to beat. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. And 1 and 2. Now touch, 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 touch. We don't want to swing it up. We're just placing it here, 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 here. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. March it out. Nice. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay. Grab that chair. I'm going to leave that chair there. I'm going to grab another chair here and bring it on over. This is where you might grab a walker. You might grab, and you can even stand up if you've got your walker, because you'll be holding it like this. You'll have to just kind of refigure how you move those legs. But we're going to start. In fact, we'll start with balancing. If you're going to start with the chair, we're going to put both fingers, 2 fingers on. We're coming up on the balls of our feet and down. Up on the balls of the feet and down. Up on the balls of the feet. I'll turn this to the side so you can see. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So here we go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up, down. Up, down. Up and down. This is what you can do in the grocery store. It's a great way to work on balance. But we're doing it here, and just in case you start getting dizzy or anything, you can reach down and touch the chair. Good. Okay, nice job. Now I'm going to stay behind the chair, but you can turn the chair to the side if you want to. But I want to show this for a person who is in a walker, that they can still work, or 2 canes or whatever, that they can still work. Okay, we're going to start with a leg swing. So we're going to start with our right leg with the leg swing. I'm just moving this over to the side, and I'm going to swing, swing, 2. And what I'm doing is my foot is brushing the floor as I'm swinging. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to touch that foot down. I'm going to take it up, heel up to my high knee. Doing a stretch in the front of that leg. Now again. If you can. 2 fingers, maybe 1 finger. Now, let's try it with a lift. How you doing? Don't forget, that's why we've got this out to the side, lift, out. Only as high as you can lift it. I don't want you to be doing this. You gotta hold that body up tall. And like I said, one side may be better than the other, because we're born one side is more flexible than the other and moves better. This is all working on those hip flexor joints and the knees, where we get all those problems in our hips. This is a good one to do. This one is even better, around. Big circle, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. This is where you may need the chair. 8, I need the chair. 7, and 6, and 5. Take it the other way, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, we're going to stretch out. Pick up that left leg, come up on the ball of the foot, release it so it gets a chance to kind of stretch out. And let's move that chair over to the other side. Here we go. Ready? And we 1, and 2, 1, and 2, 3, 7, 8, keep going, 8. And like I said, one side might be easier to work with than the other. Don't be afraid to touch that foot down if you need to. Good. And where we go, we did our curl. Here we go. Stretching out that quadricep. Sometimes it's kind of hard to stretch out that quadricep. This is a good one because it allows us to work the hammy and the quad, which is all good. Ready? Going to take it out to the side. Here we go. Out and out. I'm going to move my chair over. I have a little bit more range of motion on this side. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it around. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left leg up, or right leg up. Bring it up. And the left leg, bring it up. Good, and flex that foot. Nice job. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my chair. Don't forget, you can keep practicing that balance move up and down, and it will help you. And try standing 1 foot at a time, and time yourself. Watch. Start at like 5 seconds, and then 5 seconds on the other side, and then go to 10 seconds, and 15, and 20, till you've got a good balance range. Same thing with this. Maybe you want to start out with 5. And then maybe a little later you want to do 10. Remember, you can do exercises in like 10-minute slots. For instance, I walk my dog. I walk her 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at lunch, 10 minutes at night, which gives me 30 minutes extra of walking activity. So that's good. That's a good way to do it. But now we've got to stretch because we're getting to the end. So we're going to stretch. So I want you to take that right hand down and bring that left arm up and over. And bring it down. Well, we made it through another week. Next week, we're going to try, we'll probably be on the same schedule, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Vince starts us out. Mary Frances finishes us up. Take those hands back behind you, push them out. Bring those hands to the front, push them out. Good job, everybody. I sure appreciate you coming and joining me if you are. Even doing part of the class, 5 minutes, that's wonderful. It's good. Just remember, adapt this class to you. I've tried to adapt as many different forms of it as I can. So wheelchair, chair, walker, cane, whatever. We try to make it all work. Let's take a side, grab that arm and push. Awesome. Take that arm and push it up. This is our tricep. This is level 1. This is level 2. Level 3 pulls over. So I take level 1. You all, anybody who knows and comes to my class knows I always take level 1. Otherwise, you might put some unneeded stress on the shoulder, and we don't want that. Bring that hand up to fingertips up. Now this time I want you to take those arms across your body, and I want you to pat yourself on the back. You finished the week. Yay, you! You did great. And let's take and go the other way. Give yourself a hug for doing something wonderful for yourself today, and doing something wonderful for the week. Even if you just did one class. And that's even true. If you only do one class, that's okay. That's one more class than you would have done otherwise. And please, if you want to do yoga, stay with Mary Frances. If you want to do Vince's class, Tai Chi, stay with him. If you want to just do a mishmash of all kinds of things, join me. I'm always happy to have you with me. And stretch. Okay, we're going to take it down to that heel. Do that heel stretch we did earlier. Stretch down. Now this time I want you to push gently right above the kneecap. Make sure this knee is out over the toe. Stretch, 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 stretch. And come on up. Now I want you to take that foot back and stretch. Now go into a lunge with that left leg and stretch. And let's change. We're coming here. Stretch, push down gently. Yeah, this is Matt's last day too. So Matt gets to go have a little vacation as well. But he has to see me again on Monday, so not too much of a vacation. We're not gonna let him get away with too much. And come on to center, but we love him. He's a good guy. And take it to the side. He puts up with me. He has to be a pretty good guy. And all of you who know me know my crazy. I live in my own playground in my mind. So, as we all know, I tend to get a little funny sometimes, especially when the endorphins start moving around my head after I've been exercising. It's hard telling what might happen. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Take that head to the side. Take the chin to the chest. Back up to the other side. Down to center. Lift it up. Look to the side. Center. Look to the side. And center. Guys, you did a great job today. Thank you for joining me. But I told you I have a poem for you. This is it. It's by a gentleman called Spike Milligan, who is now deceased. It says, smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I walked around the corner and someone saw me grin. When he smiled, I realized I had passed it on to him. I thought about the smile and then realized its worth. A single smile like mine could travel round the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Start an epidemic and get the world infected. Great, something to think about. And you know what? If you're smiling underneath that mask, guess where the smile also ends up? Somebody knows you're smiling. You know you smiled. We can get through this. We'll see you on Monday. I hope you are safe this weekend. Stay safe. Please take care of yourself. Watch out for others. Bring those hands up and together. Bring them down. Both feet together. Thinking positive thoughts as you go on your way and sharing smiles if you can. Have a wonderful weekend. See you Monday. Namaste.